Well, her beautiful eyes are always so pensive. Sometimes it's hard to tell what she's thinking. Yeah.
No red.
No red.
Welcome to The Story Thinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-hosts for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Thinker on Patreon. Let's begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 62 of Purple Hyacinth, Ad Lib Alibi. And we are with Bundin and Firedancer.
Hello.
All right. And for context, we are currently in the middle of a hiatus, in middle of season 3, right? I get that right.
Season 3, yeah.
And we're catching up at the episodes that we didn't finish, because I started recording episodes at episode 80, and then I started going from episode 1 at the same time, and then I kind of dawdled off at like 57, I think is the last one. So we're currently catching up on 58 to 79 during this hiatus. So yeah, it was so fun to be back in the world of Purple Hyacinth and back at what you said, Bundin or Firedancer, I forgot which one, that this is an iconic episode. Because in this episode,
the tropey goodness.
I know, it's gorgeous.
It is. Yeah. So basically we open up with a repeat of the last few panels. So for context, Lauren and Kieran have been making plans. You know, they're like, what's it called? Loon plans in the archives. And William and Kym catch here, hold of them planning. They're like, oh, you're going to meet her later. Why? And they're like, yeah, we're wondering what's going on. Kieran's like, well, I guess we can't hide it any longer. And Lauren's like, oh my God, is he going to tell them about Loon? And he opens up with, Lauren and I are dating.
You're not subtle, Kieran. Not one bit.
He has no subtlety.
But see, it's a lie right now. But funny thing is that if he would say that line now in current PH time, it would not show up in red. At least I don't think it would. Do you think it would?
I mean, they did technically go, spoilers for they did go on a date kind of toward the end of like when we were leading up to this hiatus, and it was beautiful and glorious.
Oh, I totally forgot that we're not supposed to spoil it later. I totally forgot my own policy that we should. Okay, fine. Skip that, people. Forget that. Let's drop that. Yeah. Currently, it is a lie.
I'll let you know if you get into spoilers again, because I'm not caught up.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, no spoilers. Okay,
yeah, no spoilers. We won't refer to anything later. It's good stuff. I mean, maybe it's good that you're not caught up, because that means that you could like read as like the hiatus goes on, or wait until like the hiatus is about to end and then catch up and save yourself from the position that we who know are in.
I could do that. Yeah,
you have the pleasure of reading multiple episodes at once, because there's something so nice about that.
Yes, I like binging.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, so Kieran with his gorgeous blue eyes, which I haven't seen for a while. And his archivist outfit, which I know there are some fans of the archivist outfit out there, you know, with the high collar and the pressed shirt and those cuffs over there. Impeccable.
Clean cut boy.
And the glasses that we're not even sure work.
Right. Do they even have glass in them? Okay, you see the shine. You have glass. and Laura and Will is like, huh? Him is like, huh, with the little cherries in the back. And Lauren is hot with a definitely angry set to her face. Oh boy. And they're all like, what? And Kim's like, wait, you guys are dating? How is this possible? Since when?
Because Kim's been crushing on him.
He's been simping for him hardcore.
I know, right? Which like is gonna stop immediately because she's a little friend.
You know, also I just want to say, like, the music that starts at this point is really like ditzy, and I think it really suits this like silly tone that they're going for, and it's really
very funny.
It's awesome, right? PH music is either some suspenseful and dramatic and traumatic and tragic,
and
or
sad.
It's like so the rare happy tune is very fun. It's like and Will's like, yeah, Lauren, you never told us about this, which I have thoughts, but I don't remember if they're spoilers about people telling each other things. So anyway, it's just a little ironic sometimes.
Yeah.
But No, actually,
I
it's
mean,
not.
she is currently lying to them,
I mean-
right?
I mean, listen, this entire friend group is full of liars. So
Which reminds me, I wrote a song a long time ago for Purple Hyacinth called Secrets, and it's all about how they have secrets. And at this point in the story, it's like no longer relevant. And I'm like, wow, I missed them both at that song. But maybe I'll just sing it. But I wanted to produce it and make it like all fancy. But of course I didn't do anything. So maybe I'll just sing it live to the mic and be like, y'all, this was not so, it's not relevant at this moment, but whatever.
it can be a throwback song. No.
Right.
Yeah, it could
I
be
want
like
to have it all
piece of
nice and like ask someone to like, put pictures and whatever. But like, you ask for too much and then you just do nothing.
That's how I am. Procrastination.
Me too.
So anyway, Lauren has this look of like utter panic. And Kym is being over dramatic. It's like, how could you hide this from us, Lauren? And she's slapping Will, and Will is like, oh my God, she's touching me. Which the feelings that are going through this man's veins.
Wait.
Oh my God, she looks up to Lauren with tears in her eyes. She's like, I thought we were besties.
Girl should have been a thespian.
Mhm.
And
She
Lauren
could do
is like,
Shakespeare so well.
Yes.
And Lauren is like, has this fake smile on her face because she's like, oh my God, Kieran, you just got me in trouble with my best friend. I am going to freaking murder you.
Oh my God.
And she's like, and Kieran, like with his
Debbie Ryan face just.
The Debbie Ryan.
Okay, what? Wait, could you explain this? Is this something I don't know about?
Okay, so.
Yeah.
But
I can
let
send the
me-
GIF while you explain.
Yes, send the GIF. Okay, so the Debbie Ryan GIF is the actress Debbie Ryan. She was in a movie called Radio Rebel. It was a Disney Channel movie. And she did, basically her character was this extremely introverted, very shy girl who like never talked to anyone. But she had a radio show where she was anonymous, so she could say whatever she wanted, and like, her social anxiety didn't affect her because like no one knew who she was. And then I guess there was some sort of dance. She's just staring at someone where she's just like, so funny.
Okay, let's see. Let me check out that GIF. It's there. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Earrings.
So it's like a meme. So people will send that when it's like they're just trying to be like coy about something.
Yeah. Where it's just like, you like my outfit?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
so
use this from
cute.
now on.
Oh my
It's great.
gosh.
I can be both
It's
from Debbie Ryan
nothing.
and Kieran. What could be better?
I think I have specific memes made with like the two of them next to each other. I can like go deep in my archives in like
Yes.
2020.
Oh my God.
You know what would be so fun to publish like go through it sequentially just with memes. So like a meme for every scene. Would that be so
Yes.
Oh, that would be fun. Like a meme for every
Wow.
episode or something.
well, we probably could do a few per episode at least.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
like
that's
every
right.
beat of the episode. I
Where
mean,
Or
yeah,
it's like-
yeah.
memes.
The episode summed up in memes.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be so fun. Okay, we should do that.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, okay, yeah, you guys are like, I don't meme generate. I just like meme consume, but they're really quick, good.
Just sent another one. I found October 1st, 2020 on my phone.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh yes, very cool. All right. So Kieran's like, it's my fault. Lauren's still staring at him, and now
Lauren's like staring
it's
bloody
my
murder
fault.
at him.
She's just like, yeah, explain.
She's like,
And in red, he said, I asked her not to talk about it yet because I didn't want it to interfere with hiring decisions, considering we're now coworkers. And was like, I totally understand. We won't ask. And Kim was like, I don't know everything. It's just him aside.
Girl like slams him just like, no.
And Lauren's like this, of course, there's like wind from her like spinning. And she's like, how did you two meet? Lauren's like, Kim, why are you doing this to me? And oh my God, okay, the text part is so sweet. Okay, y'all. Got shanked. And he looks deep into her. He literally looks at her eyes. Sweetest face, and says, we met about 2 months ago. And Lauren looks at him. She says, yes, the first time was in a cafe. But her look is over the top, saccharine sweet. And you know she's just like playing it up because she's so angry. And she's like, I'm going to make this as unbelievable and not Lauren-like as possible.
Yes.
Is it weird that I've always loved like the way that this back of his head looks in this picture?
Me too. Me too. I will stare at this man's profile.
And the hair and the ribbon always gets me, bro. The hair and the ribbon always gets me.
I love
Okay. So do you guys know 𝗏𝗏 It's a book and a movie.
Which
it's
one?
about 𝗏𝗏, something 𝗏𝗏. No, I think it's just that's the book. It's basically this kid or teenager who's lives during the American Revolution in Boston, and he's involved with a lot of like stuff, but he has that hairstyle because that was 1700s American hairstyle with like the little pony, low pony for men, and I was like, it looks great. Kieran does it great.
Yes.
So
yeah, and it's a beautiful
So
shot
great.
because you see his interest in Lauren right away, and you see he appreciates her spunk and her spirit and her wits, and it's just like he appreciates her for the greatest things about her right away. It's just beautiful.
Also, I just love a throwback panel. It's so great. It's so gorgeous.
And the lighting is stunning.
Like ethereal gold lighting, which implies like a wondrous sort of mood. It's just like, oh, this is important, this is impactful, this means something. It's meant to look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I love it.
So beautiful. We can be undone by one panel.
Believe me, I have several panels like that.
Yeah.
I know your favorite one is the classic posture one. Rest in peace. We still have screenshots.
Posture.
Wait, which one is this?
It's the one from
okay. It's the one from the tango episode where he's
leans over her.
Yeah, he leans over her and
yes.
she's just like this, and I freaked out over the posture because his back is so straight and his shoulders are like this, squared, and it's just the profile. Can you tell I dance?
Yes, exactly. Very much a dancer's favorite move.
No, but he looks so good in that panel. I'm so glad I have that screenshotted because Soph changed it. I still prefer the old one personally.
Oh yeah, she did change it. I forgot.
Yeah, but we still have the old one. We have it archived. We have it for posterity. It will forever exist in those of us as minds who saw it.
Yes.
We too have our archives. Oh, and now he says the sweetest line ever. No lie, I was stunned by her eyes. Somehow I couldn't forget them. Okay, listen. Lauren thinks to herself, more pensive eyes bullshit. She doesn't catch, or at least doesn't want to think about the fact that he's not lying. Oh wait, no, she does. The next line.
She does. She does.
Next line.
Give her a minute. She's mad.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You people, this is.
I love how she hears this line and literally like never thinks about it again.
I know.
She's like, Lauren, you're
so
blind as the ball. We know, okay, but can you like just not be blind about certain things that are blatantly obvious?
I'm like,
Please?
This would keep me up at night. I would lose sleep over this.
It's like me sitting on the edge of my bed, like.
You said,
what does this mean?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she just pushes things aside. If she doesn't want to think about them, she's like, this is inconvenient. I'm gonna ignore this.
But no, actually, given the context of everything that's gone on for her right now, because this is like pretty fresh after 43, and she still has not like forgiven him that, and she's still in the process of like, she's only just decided that they need to work together for like the sake of everyone. And that's like why they're planning to meet. So she's like willing to like swallow that a bit, but that doesn't mean that she forgives him or likes him right now. So her kind of pushing that to the side and not thinking about it again makes sense, because it would be weird if like that happened to her. She still hasn't forgiven him, but she's still like, oh God, he thinks I'm pretty. That would be weird. That would be very out of character. That wouldn't be out. Well, if it was me, I'd probably be mad as well. But like, minus 43. If he said that to me,
minus the trauma. This is.
But yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, no, the context, it makes sense.
Oh, this is awesome. And then Kym is like, so you've been on dates with him, huh, Lauren? And Lauren's like, barely. And then Kieran looks at her, and lies only a few times. Their faces are hilarious. They're like, these big forced smiles. And then he says, lying, we went to a fancy restaurant in the 10th district for our first date, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, almost a month ago, actually. That was in late November. But I think I didn't disappoint, considering she agreed to go out with me again.
I thought it was just like,
It's just like, yes, yes, late November.
beautiful date.
Yes, beautiful.
Right.
Like,
She thinks-
I swear, this man had a story ready. I don't know how he ad-libbed it.
Well, he's inventive. I mean, listen, he was probably daydreaming about this, so.
You know what I would love? I would love if like in like later episodes, like we don't have anything yet, won't spoil anything that goes down. But I would love if at some point Lauren and Kieran did end up going on a date to this restaurant. That would be fun.
Yes.
I would
That
love
would
to
be
see that.
good.
Mhm.
That'd be a
Like-
nice callback.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
that would
mean,
be a great
people-
callback. And if it happens, you heard it here first.
Yes. I think you said it at some previous point too, by the way. I think you also said it once, said it before.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
The last time I recorded any of these episodes was almost 2 years ago. So, and it's
Wow.
the older episodes, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's been a while. Yeah. I'm coming up on 3 years for the anniversary of the podcast. It's gonna be like
Oh,
end of June. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
nice.
So yeah. So she goes, November, that's around when we captured Anselo. She thinks that. And she said, yes, hard to forget such a beautiful night. Well, you know, when he admitted, and now she's like, okay, it's time for revenge. And she's like, you know, when he admitted he liked me, he was so emotional. I never knew he could be so sensitive, like a little puppy. Right? He totally will be. Not a lie, not a future lie.
No.
He'll be so soft, like if and when they get together. I'm hoping when, but like, you know.
When?
When, of course, when? What's this like, you know?
Well, you know, if one of them bites the dust, we might not.
But if that happens, as they bite the dust, they will confess their love. That's gonna happen. Not
Yes.
I prefer not to think of these things, but you know, you need to prepare yourself as a fangirl for any eventuality, especially in a series that involves like murder as a main topic and like a character who like really hates themselves, who also does the murders. It's just like, but you know, I'm hoping that like, you know, he will live and that they will live happily ever after,
yes.
like how I've been wanting them to for the past 3.5 years.
It's called hold on. I'm going to send another gift.
Oh, let me see the gift. Delusion, convince yourself.
I
love that.
too.
Yes.
Not delusion.
I am an optimist too, so this is how it will end. Everything
Me
has
too.
happy endings. Someone important is gonna die, maybe, but like not Kieran and Lauren.
And if it doesn't end that way, we always have fan fiction that we
That's
can
right.
make canon.
Fanon is important. Fanon fuels us.
Yes.
Mhm. Ah, awesome. And she's like practically trembling. It was so cute. and then Kieran cringes and he's like, I'm just gonna get her back. We're just gonna pile on this maple syrup. Well, her beautiful eyes are always so pensive. Sometimes it's hard to tell what she's thinking. Yeah.
No red.
Mhm.
No
red in
red.
Oh, oh. Well, after all that, you know, he's just another one of those guys who thinks her eyes are pensive.
I mean,
they kind of are.
Yeah. You should do a vote with the fandom who thinks Lauren's eyes are pensive.
people for the meme will probably be like me, like everybody.
Yeah.
Literally, we will get 100% on yes.
And then he's like, okay, you know, now he's like, now, okay, sorry, I thought revenge was previously. Now this is revenge. He says in a lie, I was nervous the feeling might not be reciprocated, but when I told her my feelings, she was so happy she nearly cried.
I love his face in that panel. Just like, oh, little shit. Like, which is exactly what Lauren says, basically. Just like,
You little shit.
but also his
Yep.
face, bro. His face in this particular stretch.
Mm-hmm. He looks so proud of himself.
He does.
By the way, I was like, when I read this, I remember the first time I was like, well, this is so unbelievable for their characters. I was like, Will and Kym are just supposed to accept this, but apparently they do, because Kym is like, oh, that's so romantic. Because if I were Kym, I'd be like, what the heck? This doesn't sound like you guys. This is not how you behave.
But I feel like maybe she like wants for Lauren to be able to move on, because like, was talking about like having trouble like finding a date and like anybody who she was into, and then two, like she's been like going off on late nights and like not kind of being a bit secretive, so it answers a lot of questions in a way that it makes Kym like eases Kym's like worry about Lauren a little bit, like.
Yeah.
But also I think in like a few episodes later, she's like, they're talking about Kieran and stuff, and Laura, she's like, oh, and your boyfriend that you didn't tell us about, and Laura's like, oh my god, don't remind me. She's like salty about it. So I think Kym begins to suspect stuff from then, but for now I think she's just like, it all makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like she just wants to believe it at this point.
Yeah, as we all do.
Yeah, and Will is freaked out watching her. You always meet at midnight? And Kieran looks at her, and he truthfully says, neither of us has much free time, unfortunately. So we got into the habit of meeting at ungodly hours. Haha. Yeah, so cute. And Lauren's like, Will. Oh my god.
He literally listed every single one.
Every single one.
This is like, I have 4 brothers, and occasionally when my brother comes up from North Carolina who I haven't seen in a while, I literally call him every brother's name before I get to his name. So yeah. So I like, oh, Will, just imagine all the nights they spent together.
Oh Lord.
Under our houses pale moonlight. So she's already thinking about them getting together. I'm just saying, she has put them in bed before they ever were.
Like, oh my god.
Like him just like being like the
best friend we all want.
Yes.
but also hitting the nail on the head like scarily accurately.
I was gonna say, I'm like, girl, even Lauren says it. She's like, turn off your telepathy, please.
Right.
I love that Lauren face.
Right. Or saying goodbye to each other at dawn. Yep. Oh my gosh. See, this is the thing about friends. You can't fool them for too long.
No.
They always pick up like your change in mood or like your vibes, they'll see.
Yep. And Lauren, Will, Kym is like, so that's why you're always tired, isn't it, Lauren?
Oh Lord.
Spending your nights with this charming young man instead of sleeping. And she's like, I guess I plead guilty. Yep, she does. That is indeed what she does.
Yes.
And Kym's like, oh, that is so cute. I'm so proud of you, Lauren. My girl is finally getting. And like, this is clearly loud enough for everyone in the building to hear.
Yeah.
I bet this is like par for the course of the precinct. They'll hear it, Kym screaming nonsense, and they'll just be like, they tone it out at this point. But also, I feel like the way that things are going on here, people are all just like, Lauren's dating somebody.
Like, hello?
The new archivist?
Oh my god. It's by the water cooler, and they're just like, did you hear what Kym said earlier? It's like, no, what did she say? Oh my god, so I think Lauren has a boyfriend. Like,
and it's the new guy.
Yeah.
What do you think they do in the archives? So they become us ever since Kieran got this job. As soon as like season 1 ended, and it ended on the cliffhanger of him becoming the archivist, the archivist the archives fanfics began to pour. It
went crazy.
And it has remained so to this day. You always get a good archive fanfic every like few months, like in that tag.
And 𝗪𝗪𝗏 immortalized it in some very nice, not safe for work cartoon illustration.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, 𝗪𝗪𝗏 needs to draw more. I should pay her. Feel like I don't know. You're probably busy in your life, but you need to sit down and draw something else. And Lauren's just like ghastly. And
soul has left her body.
Yeah. Okay. And Kym was like, and you said Kieran wasn't your type. Oh, Lauren, I'm glad to know you still have eyes.
Yeah. The first time someone acknowledges that Kieran is hot.
Kym and Kieran himself have acknowledged that Kieran is hot, but it's just like more people need to. I feel like other people have since this time.
Yeah, since this incident.
I'm trying to remember who a few people have. It's just like, yes, obviously. They Soph and F like meticulously designed this man so he'd be peak attractive to like a wide demographic of people. Like, we're eternally grateful for their efforts.
Indeed.
Yes. Yeah. And Will is like, all right, no, enough. You have work to do and they don't deserve this. And he's like, please don't worry. I'll make sure nobody at the precinct learns about this from us.
Will.
Nice. Yeah, well, let's, I mean, they already did hear about it, so kind of too late, but yeah.
Yeah, no, they're screaming about this. Like, even her uncle like finds out like in one of like a couple episodes. She's like, oh my god, Lauren's on a date. Can you believe this? Oh my gosh. Which I figure her uncle has like his thumb on the pulse of everything that goes on in the precinct, right? So it's like, he'd be like, Lauren, I heard you finally have a boyfriend.
Lauren.
Yep.
When can I meet my future son-in-law? Me and Dawkins can have dinner with him. It'd be so cute.
Adorable.
All right, well, we have a minute left, so it's perfect to finish the last section. And then it says, if that's what you prefer.
I see the countdown, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, me too.
And Kieran's like, oh, with all this, I almost forgot. Hermione's to see me in his office, and I have to go. See you later. And Lauren's like, I think I'll go home. I suddenly have a headache. I should go rest. See you guys Monday. And then Will's like, I have to leave early too. And then they're all just running away. Lauren's very hysterical.
Lauren's sprinting off into the distance.
She wants to like go and like kneel down in like a pocket and be like, what?
Like dunk her head into like the toilet or something.
Yes.
And Will's like, please don't set fire to the precinct in my absence. And then he whooshes away very dramatically.
Whoosh. Dramatic coat flip.
Okay, we join back.
Yep, I will see you in a second. All right, so now we have we switched to a different scene, and we have a house with a beautiful sunset and nice yellow tinge, and we focus in on the house, and it's Will approaching, and he looks pensive. We have a shot just of him, outlined with a white background. He looks dashing, obviously, very gentlemanly, very dressed up, beautiful, and very pensive. It's rare to see Will without being surrounded by other people, right? And without putting on his I am okay show. This is Will and this is the I am okay show. So here he's by himself, and you see he seems more like loose and like he's let a weight off his shoulders, but he also seems sad. He seems pensive. Poor boy.
I want to give him a hug.
I know.
And then as soon as he walks in the door, you see it. His shoulders go up, he stands straight, and he puts pastes on his smile. It's so clear, like the difference in his posture and his face. Oh, this guy is like, yeah, he adapts. And this servant bows, good evening, young master. He clacked his feet together and he's like, good evening. And then we have these maids. William and Will enters the room, but they haven't seen him yet, and they're dusting, it looks like, or something. And the younger maid is like, oh, I'm so tired. I haven't sat down since this morning. And the older, and she's like, I still have to clean the library and the little salon. Do you think you could take over? Your shift started later. And the older one's like, stop complaining. I already had to cover your dish duty, even though my wrist is killing me. And he's like, I have to do all the bedrooms in the left wing. And the other one's like, well, I wouldn't have asked if I knew you were so salty about it. Like, it's because Anna's on sick leave again. And then from behind, Will says, good evening, Bianca, Jane. It's cute. Yeah, it's so it seems from this that the house looks pretty impeccable to us. So I get the impression they're just making it impeccable every single day. They have to dust everything every day, so it's perfect all the time.
If I had to dust every day, I would lose my mind.
I don't even dust.
Yeah,
I don't dust.
I can't remember the last time I dusted. Maybe that's why my allergies are so bad.
Yes. Yeah, I grew up in a house we used to dust every Friday. It was one of my jobs, but I never dust my house. If I see there's a big layer of dust, then I clean it. But
yeah,
it's not a thing. So, and then they're like, uh-oh, they flip around and they're like, oh joy. And Will laughs. He's cute. It looks like he's genuinely, enjoying their faces.
He looks so sweet in this like picture. He looks like he's genuinely laughing and like the light behind him and everything. I love Will. I will always love and support Will. Like Kieran is like, but Will, I'm just like, I want like the meme where the lady's holding Kevin Hart and it's like this. That's like me and Will. So just don't touch him.
Oh, what's the context of that meme? I've seen that, but like, what's the original?
I have no clue.
I'm not sure. It was
We can
probably
look it
a
up on
skit
movie or
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's playing off the fact that Kevin Hart is like a short guy, and so he could be like picked up and be like carried.
Yeah, because he's
that.
like 5'4", 5'2",
really?
something like that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Cool. And Will's like, haha, sorry if I startled you. I'm afraid I overheard your conversation. And the older man's like, oh, we're sorry, Mr. Hawks. And the younger one's like, oh, it wasn't our intention. He says, don't worry. You have nothing to apologize for. You both look very tired. The salon and the bedrooms will not burst into flames if they aren't cleaned daily. Yes, they're cleaned daily. And he says, my father's out tonight. He won't know the difference. Oh, so cute, so sweet. And the younger one, it's like, you are too kind, Mr. William. Oh, she's very pretty, by the way. Very nice eyes. Yeah, I don't know if they're like pensive eyes like Lauren's, but they're pretty.
Yeah, with the freckles too, it's very cute.
And he says, Miss Johnson, I bought a splint for your wrist. Stabilizing it will hopefully reduce the pain and the risk of injury. Oh, but please get it checked out by a doctor if the discomfort doesn't subside. And she's like, oh, Mr. William, you shouldn't have. Thanks so much. I'll be careful. That is my pleasure. Your hard work is appreciated, but your health comes first. What a classy gentleman.
We all had a boss like William.
I do have a boss like William, but yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. The job itself, maybe, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah. So William's a very nice guy. And he's like, you may take the evening off. And she says, I'll just prepare your bedroom first. I'll take care of it, Bianca. See you around. Oh, he goes out. Such a sweetie. They look at it around. And then what's it called? And then the younger one says, oh, I wish my son was like him. Already a lieutenant at his age. I heard he's a prodigy. He surely is. He succeeds in everything he tries. And he's so charming, even to us. Whoever ends up marrying him will be so lucky. Like, it seems like she's thought about this. Fantasized about marrying him.
I mean, listen, they work long hours.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm glad he's
I'm just
home.
like, they're talking about like, oh, the girl he's gonna marry, because that's like becomes like a whole plot, as we know later with like 𝗫𝗏 and whatever. But we know there's only one woman who's gonna be his wife, ideally. I don't think they'll die. I don't think either one of them are gonna die. No, hopefully. But you know. But yeah, there's only one woman for him, and we know this is as a fact, 100%.
Exactly, whether they're alive or not.
Kym is that lucky woman, fight B.
Yep.
Kym would love them too. Like if Kym met these ladies, they would be delighted by her, I think, and they'd see how happy she makes Will, and that will make them very happy.
Yep.
Sorry, the Kiwi just jumped out of me.
Yeah. Oh, Kiwi is beautiful. So she says, I'm glad he's home a lot more of late. So now we see it turns black and we hear clack, clack. And we see Will's feet. You can just hear it, on the shiny, polished floor. It's clean daily. And you see him walk by these portraits. And, it's just like the top first one looks like that his dad.
Possibly. Could be his dad. Looks like the police uniform. We know he was chief before Lauren's uncle.
And then it looks like, I guess, his granddad. So yeah, he comes from a long line, and it's really setting the expectations that he has, because it's like he's expected to follow in the route of his family. And we see obviously the very fancy house, the inherited wealth, and the positions, and it's very clear that he's supposed to be next up on that wall, and that's a big pressure on him. And his main conflict: do I continue what my family has done? And then there's another portrait that looks like Leonardo DiCaprio. Is that supposed to be? Is that the last one? The second to the last one?
It just reminds. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio with less
Which one?
hair.
The one,
The third
second
one.
Yeah. It looks like
Maybe.
Leonardo DiCaprio from a specific movie where he has a beard, but I forgot which one. Anyway, that's who I thought of.
Hmm.
And then there's another portrait, and he's headed towards a set of wooden doors, obviously very ornate, very fancy, and he's standing in front of it, and his shadow was like looming large, and you could tell that he is anxious. Like it's clear that he's stopped in front of it, and it's like he's bracing himself. And we see him inhale, and he pushes the door open, and he goes in, and it's a fancy room, and then we hear someone from outside ask a question. Well, it looks like it says William. And no,
Well,
William.
know what it says.
Right.
Not quite.
Well, anyway, it says something blurred out, and Will just like opens his eyes wide, and he's like surprised and like sad. It says throb, and that's the end. Yeah,
It's the dead eyes.
Yeah.
our poor baby.
Oh my god. The note at the end is like, to be honest, if you ask me, sometimes I don't even know what the episode title means. Also, it was hard to draw the wrist splint without making it look like William just took a piece of human spine out of his coat.
Aw, so cute. 𝗪𝗲𝗪𝗂 makes a lot of sense. He's
Yeah.
I think that that's one of the most clever names that they've come up with.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that name of that episode, right?
Oh, well, it started out hilarious and ended sad.
That's
Yeah,
always
I
how
mean-
it goes.
And
Yeah,
then we
right.
get into like the really like introspective stuff with Will, and we learn about Kym and her stuff, and like Will and his damage, and then we get the episode with the lullaby, and it's just like
Rip.
rip indeed.
Our babies.
Yeah.
Oh, but I have to say, it's so nice to come back to them. It's been a while since I read a PH episode.
Me
Same.
too. Me
Love
too.
them.
I've been wondering whether or not to just do a reread just for fun, because I could, like, the amount of episodes they have, I can kill this in like a day if I try hard, and like 2 days if I want to like kind of take my time with it. Which is crazy to think that this is all the content we've gotten over the course of a few years. I began rereading 𝗪𝗡 actually, because
Oh, really?
yeah, no, because I've always enjoyed, that was like the second webtoon I ever got into, and I wanted to like, I don't know, see what it was like to read like a bunch of it, because I've never binged that one. I've never gone to reread it. And like it was so strange seeing like events that were like close together like narratively, but I knew where it's like several months apart because of how updates and like
Yeah.
hiatuses work. It was like interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it'd be cool. It would be interesting to see that with PH.
Yeah.
And we wish Soph a speedy recovery with
Yes.
whatever she's been dealing with.
Indeed.
Did you guys see that picture that F posted?
Yes,
on
I did.
Instagram?
Oh my god.
I didn't. Let me go
Oh
look
my
at it.
god. Look at it right
Mindy.
now. It is gorgeous.
Mindy, you need to like do
You
this on
need it.
recording.
I need a
to see
live
your actual
reaction.
I'm going. And I didn't go on. Ooh, I see Eamon Farron posted something in his stories too. He is my. Oh, it showed up right away. It's the first thing on my feed. Wow. Oh, yeah. This is Kieran with a bullet in a mirror looking, crying. He's so angry at himself. You could tell he hates himself. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, it's the same thing without the mirror. Wow.
And then
This
there's
is
a third one.
Emo boy. Oh my God.
Oh.
But yeah, F basically used this post to say that she's currently writing the second part of season 3, which is like a good sign. At least that they're like working on it. And I assume that since she's in med school still, this is like time off, or like easier time for her to be able to do that. I
It's so
forget how
cool.
good of an artist F is.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's so impressive that they can write and draw.
Yeah, because I think she's more of a traditional artist, right? She likes to like draw physically.
Yeah, I think Soph is a better like comic artist and can crank them out really quickly. And Soph's style suits the story, I think, really well. I can't picture it in a different art style. But yeah, I love the top comment on her post is like, my use of this account is completely erratic.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but also when she does post, it's wonderful. Like she did all the chibis that they used for the pins, right? Because Soph was having an issue doing chibi art, but like 𝗏 was good at it, so that's why they used 𝗏's art for the pins, the enamel
I
pins
see
and stuff
she
against
also
belt.
posted 𝗙𝗏𝗃 as a chibi as the next thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could get those the 𝗪𝗏 and Bella pins. I don't know if there was a Dylan pin, but I know there was 𝗪𝗏, Bella, Kym, Will, Lauren, Kieran.
Oh, cute. So cute. Yeah, I miss it, but I'm excited. I know that it'll be back, and I'm excited about it.
I can wait. I'm happy to be patient. Like, I have other things in my life that I can, like, find joy in. I could go back to the previous episodes, talk to people about it, but also, like, I just want to make sure Soph is not, like, pushing herself to recover, because, like, she just needs to take all the time she needs for, like, her own health. That's what's most important.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been reading a lot, so there's plenty of content out in the world to enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Do we have any other comments on this episode?
A+ chef's kiss. It watered my plants. It cleared my skin. It did all the things. It was gorgeous.
Such a great episode. I love it. Makes me want to like get back into like reading PH again, like catching up again. Well, I'm already caught up, but like like reading stuff again. Seeing the progress.
Yeah, because like since I'm not caught up, I took a hit because I got burnt out of webtoons because I was reading so many at once and I got burnt out and I'm just like, I can't do this, so I took like a long break. And so going back to this, and like it gave me all the feelings I used to get for this comic, and it's really nice. So
yeah. It's stepping back from things is not a bad thing, like, because sometimes if you feel burnt out, then it can make you like just not like the thing anymore, so like taking the time away from it can be really healthy, I find.
Yeah. So Kieran's art corner, what's your favorite panel?
Oh
gosh, I need to click back into the episode because I was like looking at
I know what mine is. It's one of Lauren's faces when she's mad at him. Which one? I think it is the one where it's the right before Kieran says it's my fault. That is my favorite panel.
Yes.
Mine is probably a tie between when Kym is like, oh, that's why you're so tired, Lauren, because that's also a really popular emote on the service. Every time I see it, I think of like, people just being like but then also Kieran specifically, when he's talking about like when Lauren confessed her feeling, she almost cried. Like, I don't know, that his face there is just like yes. Also, I feel like picking the one from like where it's the flashback to the first episode is cheating, but I was gonna say that was a good one. Yeah. Also, actually, no, the way he's softly looking at her when he's like, I was stunned by her
with the pensive eyes. Yes. That one's really good. I like the what is it? I have like two. One is like a meme panel. It's where everyone's going like, huh, and Lauren's face is just like, huh. That one it's gold. And the second one I think is yeah, it's just one with Kieran's face. We
love Kieran's face.
I'm
You're among friends.
Yes.
So beautiful. Well, it's been super nice to get back into PH, and I'm happy we did this, and I'm happy that we're starting to probably at a pretty slow pace record the missing 20 episodes.
Yeah, same. It's gonna be fun. And also, Mindy, I know it's been a while, so like if you have any like missing guests, like I know, well, I would like to join some, but I also know people who would like to join some as well. So like hit us up or like
idea. Because not everyone's been answering, and some people are like popping in and out. Where should I just post it on the server or like just on?
I can tell. I have some people who ask me because they know I'm on the podcast a lot, so I can like refer them to you as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna clean the sheet up a little bit, and then maybe I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Bundin and Firedancer. It's been fantastic, and looking forward.
Have a good night, guys.
Nice to see y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you to my current patrons, Lily, Molly, Veronica, Emily, Joe Rochelle, Saucy Tuggles, Anne Rose, Alexa, Misty, Joanne, Esther, 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗄𝗎, Emily, Jean, Kay, Lily, Beckett, Christine, Sadie, Teresa, Mrs. Castaldo, 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗄𝗎, Ruby, Sophia, and Serena. Your support is truly appreciated.